What is going on, guys? So in today's video, I'm going to be unboxing the eero Pro 6E. This is a long-awaited product that I have been waiting for, and it actually came out a lot sooner than I expected. I've been a long-time eero user. I still have the eero Pro 5. I skipped over the 6 just because the 5 Pro has just been rock solid so far, and I've just been waiting for the 6E to come around from eero, and I'm happy to see that they've finally released it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get with this unboxing experience. All right, so I do have to disclose the fact that I don't have like a 2,000 square foot apartment, so I can't test the full capabilities of, I guess, the distance of these routers. This is more or less just going to be a performance test of testing Wi-Fi 6E. Most likely I'm going to send this over to my parents' house because they do have gigabit, and they could definitely use an upgrade because the Wi-Fi 5 routers are not cutting it for them. But let's just take a look around the box real quick. So this is the eero Pro 6E. It's a tri-band system, so one is going to be dedicated for the backhaul. It supports up to 2.3 gigabits, covers up to 4,000 square feet. I'm pretty sure it's with both of these combined, so 2,000, 2,000. We have 4 Ethernet ports, 2 on each. And then, yeah, there it goes, 2 per eero. This is AX5400 2-pack, and it's ideal for gigabit internet plans. So I don't want to get into the nitty gritty of Wi-Fi, but I would say the biggest difference that you will notice, or you should know about Wi-Fi 6 and 6E, is the E gives you an extra band. It's the 6 gigahertz band, so you can expect even higher internet speeds closer to your router. But just keep in mind that since it is a higher frequency, the attenuation of going through like walls in your house is going to be much more dramatic than the 5 gigahertz band. So just keep that in mind. All right, here we go. I'm doing too much talking. I need to unbox the product. Now, this is not that much bigger than the Wi-Fi 5 router, but this is what it looks like. I can already smell an aroma of this. It smells like acrylic paint. Yeah. Ugh. Not the greatest smell. This is made in Vietnam, so Vietnam is getting a lot of love here for a lot of tech products lately. So one thing you do want to keep in mind is that one of these is 2.5 and then the other one is 1, and then this is powered by USB-C. Now there are 2, and do keep in mind this is supposed to work as a mesh system. I'm assuming in here this is the Ethernet ports and power cables. I actually only need 1, so I'm just going to keep it in the box, and I already have a pre-existing Ethernet cable as well, so I'm just going to reuse the Ethernet cable that I have with my Wi-Fi, or my eero Pro 5 system. So as you can see, this is the USB-C cable, and this is, how many watts do we have here? 27 watts, and this is made in China. The one thing I'm a little bit hesitant of is I really don't like switching Wi-Fis. That's why I've had the eero Pro 5 for so long. So it's going to be a little bit of a pain. All right, so this is on my left, the eero Pro 5. And then on the right-hand side is the eero Pro 6E. EA Sports, it's in the game. Anyway, as you can see, look, it doesn't seem that much bigger in terms of the surface area, but when I turn it over to the side, you can see the sheer difference between the 5 and the 6E. Another thing I want to mention is the one thing I like about eero is that the design is very simplistic. It's not like the other routers where it's usually like a tower or just looks like a really crazy spaceship. This thing really blends in with your overall home if you're trying to keep it simple. And I don't want to use the word futuristic, but it's a lot easier to blend this in your overall home environment versus the other routers where you kind of want to tuck it away in the corner because it doesn't look that aesthetically pleasing. But let's go ahead and get this set up and see how the connections are, especially with the Wi-Fi 6E phone. All right, so this is the Fold 3. This does have Wi-Fi 6E. So I'm just gonna keep this over to the side so you guys don't see notifications. All right, so I'm currently in the eero app. I've already made an account. And as you can see, this is for people who are replacing an existing eero, but do keep in mind, you can follow this step if you are setting up a new one as well. So on the home page here, you wanna click on the plus button on the top right, add or replace an eero device. Since I already have one, I'm going to be replacing it. If you're just starting off, follow the prompts for add eero device. I'm going to click replace. and it's going to showcase the one that I want to replace. This is the eero Pro 5, the one right here that's unplugged. I'm gonna go ahead and click that. It says it's gonna take about 10 minutes, so gonna keep going through all this. And good. So it's gonna be using Bluetooth. It's currently looking for my device that I have plugged in. And as you can see here, it says that it's setting up the eero Pro 5, and it says all eero devices on your network have been replaced. Well done. It's asking for an update, so I'm gonna go ahead and install now. So right now it's updating, and the reason why I chose to update is because since this is a new device, I'm sure there's a lot of hiccups in terms of the launch, and you really just want to iron out all those bugs and glitches that come out whenever a new product is released. So I highly recommend that if you do get your eero device and it's showing that there's an update possible, just be a little bit patient without internet. If you can use your cellular data for the next 15 minutes, do that, because I do think that the updates that eero provides are probably going to be better for the long haul in terms of stability. Now, it does look like some of my devices are starting to connect, which is great. So I'm gonna go ahead and see how my Fold is doing and see if it has like some Wi-Fi 6E symbol. So the Fold 3 is showing Wi-Fi 6. It's not showing Wi-Fi 6E. Quick pause here. When I first did the unboxing, for some reason, I was not able to get a Wi-Fi 6E connection. However, the following morning, I noticed that my Fold 3 was connected to Wi-Fi 6E. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the speed test for that. All right, so this is the next morning, and as you can see here, the top right icon is in fact showing Wi-Fi 6E. So if you do have one of the newer Android devices with a Wi-Fi 6E chip inside, it will show it on the top right. And I just want to give you guys a quick speed test. I don't think it's going to be anything too different from what we saw last night. It's probably just going to be a much stronger signal, much more stable at higher speeds. So as you can see, I'm basically at 300 that entire time, and this should be over 300 as well. So more or less the same as Wi-Fi 6. Just once you're closer to the router, you're gonna be getting more intense speeds, more stable speeds with that 6 gigahertz band. But it's more or less gonna be the same as well with regular Wi-Fi 6. There you see, Wi-Fi 6E, full signal. And I'm not that close to my router, I'm still on the table. But this is the Fold 3, by the way, if anyone's interested on what Wi-Fi 6E device this is. Most people don't need this product. The 6E version, I would say, because like I alluded to before, this is really only for enthusiasts. 99% of people don't have gigabit at home, and 99% of other people, or 99%, that same demographic, don't need that fast of speeds over the air. Once you have 100, that's pretty much all you need. And to be completely honest, Wi-Fi 5 is rock solid, and you can get those speeds with a Wi-Fi 5 router. I believe eero has disconnected. This is an amazing router, by the way. eero has discontinued this. This is really disappointing because I feel as though this is probably one of the best products they've ever made. And we'll see if time will tell if this one is vastly better than this one. This one does not have HomeKit, which is a bit disappointing, but if you can snag your hands on one of these, I'm telling you, in terms of stability, it's one of the best routers I've used. This thing has never gone down on me, like ever. With that being said, this is also really expensive. Wi-Fi 6E is no slouch just because of the chips inside, and I don't know how eero is able to get a price this competitive. Like, this is competitive in the aspect where it's almost rivaling TP-Link. Other companies like Netgear and what's the other one? Asus, yes, Asus routers and Linksys as well. Their Wi-Fi 6E routers are vastly expensive comparison to eero and TP-Link. So I would say this is more of like the mid-tier category, but Wi-Fi 6E is still part of that higher end market. If Wi-Fi 5, if you're finding your speeds to be a little congested, I would say it might be time to move up to Wi-Fi 6, just because your devices right now, or the newer products that are being released, are capable of Wi-Fi 6, and it's only like really expensive products at the moment that are capable of Wi-Fi 6E. So that's pretty much an overview. One thing I do want to mention as well is Prime Day. Now, I was banking on the fact that Prime Day comes around this year that I was just gonna go ahead and pick up a Wi-Fi 6. And then I looked at the homepage and Wi-Fi 6E by eero is there. So my recommendation, to be completely honest, is ignore this product. Just wait till Prime Day, because I guarantee you the Wi-Fi 6 version of this is gonna go on sale, and that's gonna be a much better value for 99% of people over this. You only need this for select reasons. If you want to test out the 6 gigahertz band, that's pretty much it. I do know as well that I don't know until I do further testing. Probably want to go back to my parents' house. But I'm banking on the fact that this is probably going to be just as reliable in terms of coverage over the house. But once again, I think the 6 Pro version is going to be on par with this. I mean, eero makes some really solid products. I have no complaints with them. I've been with them for 4 years at this point and recommend them to all my family and friends. It is a really solid router. What I might do, actually, I might just send this over to my parents' house and have this one be an access point. Maybe that will be an option, but I'm rambling too much in this video. So do keep in mind, I believe this is $500 for the set of 2. So once again, like I said, this is really expensive. Just get the Wi-Fi 6 version, trust me. I think for 1, it might be $230. I don't know. I'm gonna have to double check on the price, and I'll have it somewhere on the screen. But if you are an enthusiast of eero, trust me, this is going to be an exciting time for us, because we weren't expecting a product this fast. The other thing I will mention as well, like, I'm already connected to Wi-Fi, it's insane. I was very hesitant on upgrading the Wi-Fi because I didn't know if I'm going to be going through the trouble of like resyncing everything. But I mean, 14 devices are already connected and I have the same Wi-Fi name, same password, everything's up and running. Flawless. Took what, 2-3 minutes, less than that. Like I said, anything over 100, you know, you're not really gonna see anything different unless you're running a business and you need that extra speed. But I've gone on long enough. If you have any questions about this router, if you want to see more testing, anything in depth about these routers, leave a comment down below. I'm going to try and answer them as best as I can. Like I said before, I've been using eero for 4 years now, no complaints. It's one of my go-to routers to recommend for people just because the interface is really simple and easy to use, setup process is seamless, and stability. Stability is hard to come across these days, and trust me, eero has you covered. But I appreciate every single sub, like, and comment. And as always, guys, much love. Also, this does not have HomeKit. So if you're trying to set up HomeKit with this, it's not happening. Also, I like this design. It's like bulky. It's bulky.